Drink up.
Cirilla bark.
I'm heckin' deceased, bro. Deceased. Good morning. I say good morning because it's morning for me. I only got up like... When did I get up? 3 hours ago? Something? I'm not sure.
Make sure you
Yeah.
check what time it is.
Okay. I asked her to grab me the toxin. They ran out. How are you guys? It's been a little bit. I know, it feels like... I don't realize how long it's been. Because the thing is, I need to cool down mentally in order for me to reset. I think it's like at a point in my life when my stress levels are like so high that how does one put this? Okay, I know this is gonna sound rude as heck, right? But Max, when he said I'm still at work, I was like, you have a job? I don't know why, but in my head, I didn't think you had a job. There's not that there's anything wrong with that necessarily, but like in my head, it didn't click to me, right? I know you've been deprived of Amaya for, gosh, what, 4 days now? Something like that. Something like that. I think so. What have you guys been up to? I have been lounging about. I think it's gonna rain more, actually, so if something happens this weekend and I die, that's probably why. It turned out, I did not know this, right? Here, let me just go here for a second. I did not know this, but apparently, like, the rain was so bad that it caused flooding in the area. And I was like, oh shit. And so they had to put out, like, a warning for, water consumption because there was so much, like, runoff. What do you mean you got this job for me? I did? Oh, right. I do remember this. I'm like, I feel like I vaguely remember this, but it doesn't click to me that you're continually employed. Does that make sense? It's a nice thunderstorm right now. Ugh, I'm so jealous. It's hot right now. Yesterday I went out and I realized I should probably get like an x-ray or something because I don't know if I think I told you guys this, but like early this year I was lifting weights and I kind of injured my arm. And I thought it was like, it's whatever. And it hurt kind of like for a couple months afterwards. But like at a certain point, it became like kind of not noticeable unless I did certain things. Right? Enjoy your lurk. But I was helping my sister bring in some soil for her garden. And I had to like lift it. Like it was fucking heavy. Like when I say each of these things, I think probably because it's wet too. It's like, what would this be? Like your deltoid, I think. But it's like tender there and I can't really lift up too high, like with pressure. Well, she started garden last year and she's continuing it like this year. But I was trying to lift the soil and I was like, no, this is not happening. I can't do this. I can do it on the other side probably, but not this. Front delt or rear delt? I don't know. It's on the outside of my arm. On the shoulder? I think it's below my shoulder, but around there, yeah. It's kind of like where you would have your bicep, except on the other side. It's like at the top of that. I know, I really do need to go to a doctor. I have so many health issues. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's like my arms or my ankle or my back. I started to get like shoulder numbness this year. I actually have an ice pack currently on my shoulder. Sounds like a tricep. I don't know. I don't think so. Let me see. No, it's not. I don't think so. Yeah, no. That's like the back. This is like near the front. Because I remember looking up a map of this before. It's like the bottom of the deltoid. Like the very bottom. The tuberosity. I don't know what I did, but it fucking hurts. She's held together by duct tape and compression sleeve. I literally have my compression sleeve on my left arm right now. I just put it on. Also, welcome back, Elisa. Thank you for the 2 months. What have you guys been up to, though? Have your days been good without me? The only correct answer is no, but I will accept moderate. Like maybe you won the lottery in the past 4 days, but you're miserable because I wasn't there, and so it only becomes moderately okay. That is a respectable compromise. Let's see. Hey, y'all. Y'all. I know you guys talk about how free to play friendly it is, but that involves you actually playing the game. And I basically don't log on unless I'm... What do you call it? Unless I'm streaming. Work has been awful, and without Amaya, I haven't been able to recover. Understandable. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Thank you. How has work been awful? What has it done to you? Minus some doctor stuff? Oh yeah? How's everything going? You have back issues too, right? Yes, I think so. Let's see, we're chapter 15. I think we just started it. I don't know how long I'll stream today because of my migraine. Unfortunately. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm sorry. I wish I could give some sort of explanation, but here we are now. I hate this heat, and I literally have a fan beside me. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be wearing a sweater though. You just cooked? I'm cooking as we speak, dude. On and off pain. I think the cause might be actually shrimping. Wow. That never would have occurred to me. But your posture had to do with it. My work has also been awful. That translator that uses smack for kissing sound effects. I decided to get partial payment for that one. Finished up the task instead. Honestly, fair. That's crazy though. Smack for every kissing sound is diabolical. If I read that visual novel, I think I might drop it, dude. I'm gonna be so real with you. It's so awkward. Oh, dang it. Oh, I see. That's why I have to go here. Just a reminder, by the way, that if you haven't watched my recent YouTube videos and commented on them, wow, I'd really appreciate it if you did that, because, you know, it helps me out so I can do my job. Oh, look, it's our girl Shuen! It's been so long since we've seen her. Oh, who are you? Oh, this is a cute design. It's like a, what do you call it? Kind of reminds me of, is it Peter Rabbit? It looks like a clock. I'm guessing that's the point. The actual translation is just so much funnier. I think she says something like a brat with a shitty personality, or like a bad personality. A cold, unforgiving place where they also forgot hot sauce when I ordered chicken in the drive-thru. I complain. That's crazy. How are you gonna do it? I've actually been wondering when you'll stream next. I'm happy I caught the stream. You guys know I have a schedule, right? Like, I'm not gonna say I don't change things on the schedule, but I do have the schedule. Seikaku. Something ni. I can't read, or E. Can't read the kanji. Ian hands over something to Shuen. In Shuen's palm, there was a bullet. Oh, is this the one we had? It's on the Twitter and the Discord and the community posts. And still people don't see it. Oh, it's also in a YouTube coming up live stream too. People watching it. Just imagine if Shuen is your boss. Oh no, it'd be like working for someone like me. That's crazy. It's okay. They're Xseed. At least you sometimes check it, right? Unlike certain people that I know never check it. Also, I will say I always stream like every weekend. If I'm gonna stream at some point, like, it's always every weekend. What do you mean I only stream 4 times this week? Or 3 times? I'm streaming again tonight. What are you talking about? Does my own schedule? Oh shit! Another Silver Palace update! Holy shit! Oh! Hold on, let me see. I got distracted. I was looking at my own schedule. Yeah, no, I'm streaming. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm streaming 5 times! Oh, you meant days. Okay, well. Okay, if you get on. She says awaken, but like the way she said awaken doesn't feel like it's just like, oh yeah, she's gonna, I guess, like fix Mata Squad, right? It feels more like the way she said it reminds me of Red Hood. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm gonna change my tree. Like the way she said it feels like untapped potential. Does that make sense? Okay, man. So oh. I got this thingy and it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of like a band where you use it, kind of like a washcloth on your back, except to apply like creams for placing foundation stuff. That actually feels quite pleasant. And because it there's kind of like some friction to it, right? You end up kind of activating whatever cream you're using, like a cream or something like that. I'm not done with that. Almost done. That makes a difference. Yeah. I'm back. Oh, much better. On to chapter 15 we go. Ooh, I like her design. Is that Kansai accent I hear? Aww. I didn't expect her to be the compassionate one this group here. It's kind of a nice surprise. Oh, where's my other? Oh. God damn it. Whatever. In EM, they made her What? What? They made this? This. 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 Texan? How do you do? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh. It screams Texan. What do you mean? True. You know, what do I know? What do I know? I'm barely ethnically ambiguous anyways. So what are my qualifications? I know it's like the go-to for the like how they turn Kansai dialect into like Southern, but it's still so funny when you see this. This isn't a knock at the performance at all, by the way. I find it hilarious. But yeah, I'm surprised that she's like the nice one of this. I actually quite like that. I think it's very Gap Moe.
Nah.
Was her release a big deal, by the way?
それより指揮官、承認連合のタレントが私たちと一緒に動くのは何か特別な理由があるのですか？彼らは戦闘よりも民間事業に特化したニケです。
Oh, okay, I figured this was like a Tetra one. I assume this is a Tetra squad, given what she said. Oh, she's a launch character. Oh.
あえて地上作戦に同行する理由はないのでは？言われてみればそうよね。ただでさえ死に物狂いで助けた仲間やのに。指揮官様、何か弱みでも握られてるの？闇金にでも借りたとか？
What do you think I'm in debt? No.
そんなことない。まあ、契約書は1枚書いてもらったけど。もちろん。マリアンのことで全焼基地がテロの標的になり、主な施設が大破。復旧のために費用が切実に必要なのは。
We are the broke.
いや、いくらなんでも私たちに何も言わずに契約書？
Well,
一体何ですか、指揮官。
why are they judging so hard? Neither.
こいつ、ほんまに金銭面での信頼ないな。まあそんなに警戒する必要はない。この契約は君たちからしてもそんなに悪くないから。内容も至ってシンプル。私たちを地上の特定の座標まで護衛さえしてくれれば、そこで得た収益を半分渡す。それだけだ。ちなみにその座標に何があるかは私たちも知らない。
Dead over gotcha girls? It wouldn't be the first time it's happened to someone.
ただ、この3人がそれぞれ違うルートで座標のことを知り。
What are they looking for? I wonder if it's something related about this. And I mean, it's possible that Shiki-kan actually did end up in debt over gotcha before, and he just doesn't remember. I also really like her tie.
満場一致でこれは大当たりだと直感した。ま、あいつが謙虚に言うたけどな。こっちはそれぞれ事業になっちゃうし、一つのことについて意見が一致することはそうないんや。
Who is your favorite out of these guys? Out of Dala, Yan, and what's the first one? I think I have her, Rupee. Do I have Rupee? I think I got her. I'm not sure. Yeah, well, unfortunately they would not make the Gyaru useful.
珍しくそれが一致したってなると。
Rupee? Yeah, I'm not surprised that people like her.
それは間違いなく大当たりや。
Yeah, it's not even a question. Yan is definitely my favorite there. Good taste, Shinon. Swimsuit Yan? I'm not really a swimsuit person. I've explained to you guys why I don't really care for the swimsuit skins. I think that... Okay, I feel like swimsuit skins a lot of the time are just for goon, you know? Like, maybe it's because, like, I'm a woman, but swimsuits don't really turn me on. And in situations where they would turn me on, it's swimsuits on, like, women that turn me on more than men. I think swimsuits are kind of boring. Next one, they might get a bow up? Really? Like, kind of like a retrofit? Or... Okay, if I had to choose, right? Rather than getting, like... Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, exactly! You want something to imagine, you know? I'd prefer formal wear over a swimsuit. Oh yeah, I do have Ruby. Okay. I love gyarus. I don't think I've ever really stated how much I love gyarus, but I actually really fucking love gyaru girls. I don't know how to explain it, but I love gyaru girls. It's up there with nuns for me. Sundress, all other outfits. I don't know how I feel about sundresses. Not bad. They're not bad. I think if I had to name, like, in terms of, like, what I find to be an appealing style for, like, from, like, an attractive standpoint or, like, a date standpoint or something, it would probably be casual. Formal wear. I particularly like military uniforms, which actually I'm very excited for the new season of Tanya the Evil. I've been waiting for that shit for years, and it's finally here. It got pushed back because of COVID, along with many other things. Formal wear is very nice. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really like swimsuits much though. Cute. Donald looks so uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on with Yan's expression here. I feel like this is when you could tell that the budget started going up even more, because we're getting way more CGs. Yes, I love military berets. It's much more difficult to find something more form-fitting and subtle. I agree. There's an Arabic version of the game? It's Are You Recording Us Seriously? Oh shit, you're right. What? That's what she said. Nah, that's not what she said at all. I mean, she called him an ikemen. So she did say handsome. I don't need John. Give a playful wig. Yeah! I like Shikikan can have personality in these things, you know. The game pushes bunny suits, swimsuits, maids, schoolgirls. That's because boobs. Is it still early? Maybe it's just because it's more prevalent now. Maybe it's just like confirmation bias. So. That's true, she did. I guess this is part of her job as I guess a Tetra squad. Actually, these guys are their own squad. I don't know why. Like, I thought they were initially, but then she said that it's like rare that they agree on something together and decide to do something. So I'm surprised, like, I guess, like how independently they're functioning. At least how it seems.
オンラインショッピングモールのオーナーが時々やるあれだから。テトラテレビの配信者兼本人のショッピングモールの広告。
SJ?
ルピーはああ見えてアークで最も大きいショッピングモールの代表だからな。
Nani? What's SJ? What SJ?
まあそれもあるし、最近は感情に訴えるマーケティングが流行っとるさかい。つまり物にストーリーがあればもっと高くなるんやけど。
This is actually a very true thing in marketing, by the way. One thing that I learned while studying marketing a little bit is you want a story to tell because stories get people invested. I went back and upgraded some of the CGs later. Oh, really? Upgrade as in redrew or just added? Manager's responses aren't always two very similar answers. Sometimes you can choose to make them a little bit silly or confident, as I've noticed, yes.
地上であらゆる逆境を突破して持ってきたって言うと飛ぶように売れるもんやから。
Oh, that's true, Derpy.
あいつがカメラの前でああやっておもろい姿を見せとけばうちらのパイも大きくなるわけや。
もう金の亡者なんだから。
I mean, when is it not about money? Base there in a squad and run business in the arc? Oh, really? Is it on behalf of Mustang or? I wonder what businesses they're in. I wonder if Adala looks like she's in security or something. Security, finance. Yeah, and probably has clubs or something like that. I don't know. I'm stereotyping a little bit, admittedly. But it could be the opposite. Yan's actually pretty down to earth. Onward we go.
私の火力を試す時が来ましたね。指揮官、9時の方向に見えますか？多くのラプチャーが移動しています。
うん。それもありの群れのように一列に並んでるわ。何かを運んでるみたい。
Can you see what it is?
いいえ、詳しくは見えませんが、すごくキラキラしています。
Not like on behalf, but they're under him? Huh? Is this... Those are different things. How? If it's not what you call it... She'll never fix her skirt. Does this mean that they're basically operating independently, but they have a contract with Mustang / Tetra that is like a profit share?
宝石か、それとも電子部品、その類のものだと思います。
Probably they operate the business alone, not on behalf of Mustang. You guys, there are different things here. So, couple possibilities. The business is run on behalf of Mustang. That means that Mustang gets profits, right? They alternatively, they just run a business, right? And that's part of passive marketing for Tetra, but they don't actually directly share any profits. These are very different things. Sorry, just my mic. There we go. They aren't proxies for him. So they're just doing their own shit. And they happen to be in a squad together. Okay.
匂いがするわ。ルピーもピンときた。あの行列の行く先に大当たりがある。ちょうど先頭が向かってる方向も私たちの目標地点と一致する。果たしてこれは偶然か。
It's fallen.
ラジャ。
Bruh.
はい。ちょっとあなたたち正気なの？何の作戦もなく事前調査もしていない状況で商人連合の直感だけで襲いかかるつもり？
I wish I could smell money. Their duty is to make money. How they get the money doesn't matter so long as it's not shady stuff that could bite them if caught. Oh, okay. I'm confused as to how this relates though to like Tetra, because I assume like that all Nikke don't have their own lives to live, right? Am I incorrect in that assumption? Like all Nikke have a purpose and they're tied to whatever CEO or like government that they were created by or are under.
でもアニス、もしあの行列の行く先に本当に宝物があるなら、私たちはついに貧乏から抜けられるんです。
We're already so mentally poor.
正直、全焼基地が攻撃されてからは大変じゃないですか。電気もガスもギリギリで、シャワー室は冷水しか出ないし、しかも配給まで減ってしまって。
That's not true. Some Nikke defect. Okay, but are those Nikke still in the Ark?
もう人のおやつで食いつなぐ生活はコリゴリです。ちょっとあなただったの？いつも私のおやつ盗んでるのは。
Yeah, I was gonna say.
なあ、新入り。
こ
の子たちにどんな生活させてるんや？
I'm sorry.
ま、正面から行かなくても静かについていって宝物だけいただくっていう選択肢もあるからな。ついていってみよ
う。Wow, what a sad life that we live. Only taking cold showers. Anise, Neon, and Rappy are fairly independent from their manufacturing. Okay, but what does independent mean in this case? Does independent mean that they can choose who they work for and they can choose what job they do, and if they don't want to ever work again, they don't have to work again? Or does it mean that they have freedom to choose where they go somewhat to do a certain job? Because those are very different things. Look, it's Sundress! And PTSD! What a delicious combination. My aunt is kind of homeless. She doesn't have warm shower. So all beholden to answer to their respective... See, so that's not actually being that independent. You just have a little more free reign. You just have a little more options than most people. Load faster! I have things to do. Damn it. Because, like, I don't know, what would be a similar, thing? I don't know. Like, the Nikke aren't very privileged, right? Is there a single Nikke that's, like, actually, like, privileged? And they're privileged to a point that they can pretend they're not a Nikke and get treated normally? Because the discrimination is really heavy, right? I remember when they went to buy, like, a present. I think it was it during Rappy's mom's story? It's for the love of the game, bro. No. I don't.
毎回素敵な火力の新武器を紹介してくれる有意義な番組です。
そんなものじゃなくて一般的な社会の話題を扱うニュースのことだ。最近結構騒がしかったんだぞ。
Also, truly free ones are programs and you haven't met them yet? Like Snow White? Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's actually being free. While all the Nikke are made by the big three, they don't always directly work for their respective companies. They are more or less managed by the CEOs, but ultimately answer to the central government. I mean, there are some that are directly managed by the central government. Like Pravity, right?
投資者たちも膨大な金額を失ったと。
Oh shit. Oh! Oh. Was this the price for Vapus? Half is massive.
あのクソガキ。いや、主演の会社が？
そう。残念なことに、私たちもその投資者の一人で、この損害を急いで補填するためには、ある程度のリスクは負うしかなかった。例えば、地上へ上がってくるとか。
There's some Nikke they don't know that they're Nikke? Oh, that people don't know if they're Nikke. Actually, are there any Nikke that don't know they're Nikke? It'd be unlikely, but it's not necessarily impossible, right? If they just go on misunderstanding and get enabled their entire life. What's up, Akon? Some are able to hide the fact that they're Nikke not because of privilege though necessarily. Oh, are they abnormal? Yeah. Bruh. I think Prima Donna Squad is all pretty well off. Oh, they're like the idol squad, right? I think I have noise. Why did Missless stocks drop? I shouldn't.
看板分隊のメティスは全員侵食されるわ。その後の総力戦でもミシリスだけ参加せんかったし、最近やとシュエン社長がまだメティスに記憶消去もしてへんってことが知られてもうて、なんやっけな、ミシリス研究員の良心宣言。とにかくああいうのもあったやんか。そんで信頼をごっそり失ったわけや。株価とともに。
Well, I mean, obviously this is an issue. The fact that they didn't go through a memory wipe is an issue.
今のところ、記憶消去は侵食を直す唯一の手段だ。なのにやらなかった。となると、彼らは依然として侵食されたままアークにいることになる。市民たちはそれを相当恐ろしいことだと判断したようだ。
I think all Nikke are made aware when they become one. The 3 companies spend resources to make Nikke. If they don't do something, then that's a bad investment. I mean, it could be... There's a purpose for everything, right? Even if it's a shitty purpose. What's up, Plasma? They're not designed to blend... They're designed to blend in and not make the public angry at them in some cases. I imagine that's more so for the Tetra Squad, just because public, opinion is very important, right? And if it's something that is blatantly different, then it becomes a lot easier to hate. Privating and their law enforcement, Nikke, from what I understand, are publicly known to be Nikkes among other soldiers and civilians, if I'm remembering that right. Oh, really? Interesting. I guess that makes sense because they probably wouldn't want to listen to their orders, right?
正直、シュエン社長がメティスを溺愛してんのは有名やったし、あの人があいつらの記憶を保存したがるのもわからんくはないわ。
I wonder if she knew them before they became Nikke.
同じニケとしても、なんとか他の方法を探してほしいしな。けど、投資者の立場になると、また話は違ってくるで。こっちも複雑な気持ちや。
Yeah, Yana's my favorite by far. No question. In terms of, okay. Let's see. In terms of favorite characters, it would be Anis at the top. Shikigan. And then Emma and Yan right now, probably.
あのラプチャーたち、ずっと同じところをぐるぐる回ってない？方向センサーが故障したんでしょうか？まさか、あんなにたくさんの個体が一斉に？
Maybe they're gonna combine like nanobots, bro.
ドラ、今までのラプチャーの移動経路、全部記録したか？
もちろん。その記録に基づいて推測すると、あのラプチャーたちは何の意味もなく同じ場所を回っているわけではない。むしろ私たちが目標としている座標、そこを誰かから守るために巡回していると見た方がいいだろう。
Think they caught on to us following them?
ああ、多分。
Hmm.
さてどうするこのまま強行突破するか
Shigala, not Delta.
ここで諦めて帰るか
Hmm.
正直全焼基地が攻撃されてからは大変じゃない
I
ですか
am EP. Let's see, what time did I sleep? I think I slept at 6 a.m? 7 a.m? I have bad insomnia if you could not tell. And then I woke up 4 times.
電気もガスもギリギリでシャワー室は冷水しか出ないし
I know it's supposed to be like sad, but I can't help but laugh because I feel like a joke is coming. I can't take her seriously.
しかも配給まで減ってしまってもう人のおやつで食いつなぐ生活は
What girl? What?
人のおやつで
Are we being drugged? This is like another PTSD? Evidently, because they keep using all the hot water, so he doesn't have any anymore. Why is it like this? What? Why is it such a... Like, is it supposed to be comedic? Because it is to me. For people like Privaty, there's a regulation disallowing them to be known that because Nikke... Known like that because Nikke can't be in law enforcement position. Oh, so what happened? Do they get put down if they get caught? We're going in. Sounds so ridiculous. I legitimately thought that there was like a drug being released around us and it was causing us to hallucinate, and then we were just gonna get attacked like out of nowhere. No, it was... I never know if something's gonna be a gag in here. I will say that. I can't tell when... That is the one thing I actually don't predict super well, I think. I can predict the plot, but I can't predict when something will be a joke or not. You know why? It's there, they're probably trying something different and never happened anywhere else again. You mean this gag? Or... Half the time something happens and I'm like, dude, is this a joke? I get like most of them right, but others I'm like, huh? And sometimes they go on really long too, so I get even more confused about it. It's kind of goofy, dude. Sorry, it's impossible for me to be well rested. The bags under my eyes are crazy, dude. I can't tell if it's just me having such poor sleep or iron deficiency or something. I feel like I've had a lot of meat lately though. I had pork belly yesterday. I remember they explained that. It's been a while since I played the game, but it does cause her some sort of discomfort because of the remarks others make about Nikke. Wait, who? Privaty, you mean? I am cooked, though.
死ぬかと思った。でもここさえ耐え抜けば浴槽付きの私だけのスイートルームが手に入ると思ったら最後の火力まで
Okay,
振
don't
り絞る
count
ことが
your
できました。
chickens before they hatch.
私もう夜中に温水を求めて指揮官室に忍び込まなくてもいいって思ったらどこからか力が湧いてきたわ。何よ、私だけじゃないんだから。
And it looks over at Neon. Yeah, I was gonna say.
何ですか？私だけじゃありませんよ。
Neon looks at Rappy.
ノーコメント。衝撃スキャンダルきたー。
Girl!
一見爽やかで真面目そうに見える指揮官のお兄ちゃん。しかしその裏の顔は
I heard that too. Lothario? That's crazy! Guys, I'm so sorry. I'll have to end stream. They got to me on Twitter right now. I did hear magnesium helps. Apparently magnesium, like, makes you sleepy. That is slander.
動画に刺激的な話題を入れると再生数が倍になるのよまあ冗談はその辺にしといて早く移動しようこの件で大当たり出したらシャワー室でも何でも買ってあげたらええねん
I think Ruby is interested in those unspeakable things. She can get in line. I'll take her.
ついに私の火力
No
を試す
problem.
時が来ましたねドラ
Writing the Google Doc right now. Thankfully, I don't have much faith in your Google Doc given how you spell it.
本当にここがその座標なのどう見てもここは
Like a garbage dump.
そうねすごく臭いです
One person's trash is another person's treasure.
私の黄金の浴槽はどこにあるんですか 3LDK のスイートルームは
Bella staggers as she walks into the garbage dump.
これは信じられない
Yan follows her.
ちょっと待ってよ
I'm guessing this is like super valuable technology or something because it's old as fuck technology.
これほんまに
Or maybe it's like collector's edition like shows or something. Guys, what if they found the entire box set of Friends? Or Seinfeld.
おおおおタリちゃんここに転がっている鉄骨はガッテシアム
Oh, that's what Nikke are made of, right?
鉄の玉はラプチャーコア
Oh, it's something of actual value.
第一次ラプチャー進行で研究所ごと燃やされたっていう極秘研究のデータチップじゃないルピー何やったんねん口を動かす暇あったら一つでも多く拾えや
Yon and Anis rush towards a pile of garbage and start to fill their hands. Okay, that doesn't mean it's everything. I should probably do the same. What should I pick up? An old piece of paper. It's a page from a diary that was torn apart. Oh, these are the thingies that we see as we're going throughout the map, right? It's quite old. The writing is faded. Would the Nikke agree that Ross and Rachel were on a break? No, I don't think they would. Let's read what it says. Despite being an AI, which I created myself, I still find Ava— I was gonna say, is this Ava? Be delight. What? Alba, how are you feeling today? She's always so kind to me whenever my parents aren't home yet. Do you want me to come with you? She consoles me when I have no one to go to a party with, without me even asking. So I'm often confused. If this little AI can understand the feeling of solitude. Of course, there's a high possibility that it's nothing more than my delusion. The writing is too faded and becomes illegible. I put the piece of paper in my pocket and decide to rummage through the garbage dump a little longer. Soon after.
これ以上は持てへん
私も限界だ
Who's your favorite Friends character? Joey. I didn't watch much of Friends, but Joey. That is Friends, right? I'm pretty sure. Okay, my main consumption of Friends is through YouTube Shorts. But I really liked Joey's relationship with Phoebe. I think they're super adorable. Not even like necessarily romantically. They're like really siblings coded to me. But I feel like they'd be good as a couple too.
これくらいなら損はしないだろうからそろそろ帰ろう
I would have guessed Chandler, but Joey was a close second. Oh, because Chandler doesn't cheat? Yeah. You know, in The Office, they tried to make Jim cheat, and they also tried to make Chandler cheat. I'm pretty sure, and they were like, "No, why do they keep inserting these cheating like subplots? If it's okay, I'm fine if they aren't together anymore, and like I'm not happy about it, right? But as long as they don't cheat on who they're clearly going to end up with, if that makes sense." But like, oh, let's see, fuck, when did this happen? What show was this? Oh, it was fucking Sex in the City. In Sex in the City, Miranda and Steve, there's like, I think this is like season 4, season 5 or something. But in it, Miranda and Steve are like broken up, right? And they're hosting a party, I think, for, I don't know if it's like a kid they have or whatever, but anyways, Miranda's like cleaning up in like the laundry room or whatever, right? And then Steve comes in, and then Steve and her kind of like talk, and then she's like, she tells him that she loves him, and then he cheats on the person he's with, the person who's at the party, mind you, with Miranda right there. So Jim was like the world's biggest earner for the first few seasons. How the fuck are they gonna try and make him cheat? Do you want me to be honest with you? It's actually super realistic. It's disgustingly realistic. Like, there's a saying, it's not like a huge thing. It's mostly popular with women. But there's a dude waiting on the sidelines for years for you. Don't date them. Okay? Don't show interest. The reason is because a lot of the time, 90% of the time, they put you on a pedestal and then knock you off it because they built up this image of you in their head. Not all of them, right? Obviously, there are exceptions to everything. But this is something I've personally seen. Yeah, I was gonna say, because he took out so much garbage, that's why. Yeah. They're underneath. We woke up the garbage drafters. Stop bickering and let's get rid of them. I like how Shikikan says that as if he is gonna do anything to get rid of them. When they're fighting like this, right? Does he actually like use a gun or anything alongside of them? Because I know he has one, but is it for self-defense or what? No, it's not about defending himself from Nikke. It's about defending himself from raptors. That one squad is capable of attacking humans and killing humans. His gun can't damage raptors, but he can coordinate the fight. He's like a coach. He basically backseats the entire time is what I'm hearing. Makes sense, makes sense. Actually, now I think about it, the fact that the raptors were patrolling around this old technology is telling in and of itself, right? He has to carry the gun. It completes the military cosplay. Is true. Shikikan is Ted Lasso. Dude, I was told to watch that and it was really good. Have any of you guys actually watched Ted Lasso? That's about that dude that becomes like a coach, right? That's fast, holy shit. Made those instructions and look pretty. I can do that. Shikikan's about to be unemployed.
じゃあこれを全部持って帰ってお金に換えてからブランドショップにラッシュするだけ。私は宿所にボイラーを設置する。私は最高級のスイーツを食べます。
Like Blue Archive Sensei, Shikikan's presence is enough to spike his Nikke's combat prowess. No, but I've seen the Blue Archive Sensei. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Something about that dude is kind of loser and kind of fine as shit all at once. Don't ask me to explain. I kind of want to play just for him, like solely for him. He's kind of adorable. I want to corrupt him.
そういえばあなたね。二度と私のおやつ盗まないでね。当然です。あんな安いパーフェクトバーは私の好みじゃないですから。
Wow! Okay, bitch! Then don't eat it! Is the lads MC the strongest gacha MC? Oh my god, bro. I was thinking about Valko again. Holy shit! The memes are okay. So if you don't know, some of the big news on the interwebs right now, Love in Deep Space, the hit otome game, right? Which I play every day, has a new love interest coming out, and people were really polarized on him, and he's a werewolf. and so because he's a werewolf, there are all these memes coming. Hold on, I saved some of them. Oh gosh. Damn it, I can't put these on. Why is nobody showing PNGs, man? Maybe if I do media. If I do media. I keep seeing that stupid fucking dog, the dancing dog. And I think it has like the Russian song in the background. God, I don't remember what it's called. I don't even know. How could one even explain it, dude? Oh. Someone made this. This is everywhere you go, he's getting roasted. Poor dude can't live. Sorry, I had no idea how loud that was because I couldn't hear it, but that's the kind of shit that's been going around on Twitter. Sorry, I could not hear it. I just played the file directly. My bad, my bad. But now I have your attention, right? So, job done.
ちょっと待った。私の好みに何か文句でもありますか？そうじゃなくて、何か揺れてない？
I don't know if this will get claimed. Okay, I'm gonna risk getting claimed for this. But okay, so in Love in Deep Space, right? You can work out with the guys, and by this, they work out, and then you have a timer basically. It's kind of like a study with me thing. They also have a study thing, right? But they let me okay, turn down your headphones right now. Turn it down. Okay, turn it down. Turn it down right now so you don't go down. I'm warning you. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I can't mute it unless it's like live. So I couldn't adjust the volume because it doesn't show up otherwise. I gave plenty of warning that time. Thank you so much, Wisdom. Make sure to say thank you if you were gifted. I appreciate that a lot. Don't turn it up. If you can't hear me, what do you do with the rest of your life? Nothing. You can't do anything. But anyways, someone said that this would be Valko's workout. Okay? And I could not stop laughing. I didn't even know this is a thing, dude. What even is this? Oh my God, I want to hear it. I want to hear it again. Damn it, I can't. Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. Wait, fuck. Why is it not working? Performing as it is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. But I will say, You know, okay, since tonight I'm gonna get claimed anyways, because I'm reacting to the new Alien Stage video, which actually I saw it 35 minutes after it was like, I didn't watch it, right? But I saw that it uploaded after the first 30 minutes, and in the first 30 minutes, there were already over 100,000 views, and I was like, holy shit, Vivian, pop off. But yeah, anyways, I'll show you guys the Love in Deep Space stuff tonight. So we can react to it then. Dude, the music for his trailer is actually kind of a bop. I really like it. There's rumors that the new World Cup from Love and Deep Space is supposed to be named after based off of Bang Chan? Really? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did think of Bang Chan. Because okay, so to explain, Bang Chan, I'm a stay. So Bang Chan from Stray Kids, his Stray Kids zoo is like a wolf, and so people make like alpha wolf meme edits of him, and it's super fucking funny. I don't think they would base it off of him though. I don't think that would make sense. Cause Infold is Chinese, so it's unlikely. And Bangchan is Korean. Welcome back, Exile. Thank you for the 11 months. Wow, it's been so long. What a long time it's been. What thing? Uh-oh.
そうだな。ゴミの山がまた揺れている。どうやらあの下にも眠っているラプチャーがいるらしいな。
Yeah, he's from Australia. Same with Lixie. Lixie's also from Australia.
もう肉眼でも確認できる。1機、2機、5機、20機以上。
I think you're cooked.
全部ロード級やな。
Oh shit.
これは全く勝ち目がないわ。
So, how would the average Tetra squad kind of rate in terms of power level? Like what they could manage fighting? Like, I assume one Tetra squad, because lords are pretty high too, right? Maybe one Tetra squad could defeat a lord? Question mark? Actually, probably not, right? Do you want to die?
どうもこうも一番高いやつ何個か残して全部捨てるしかないがな。ダメです。私のスイートルームが生クリームのいちご味パフェが。
You're gonna die. Are they more important than your life?
師匠。
Girl.
わかりました。じゃあこれ一つだけ。
Please, possible spoilers. Honestly, fair enough. Fair enough. A lot of them don't even have combat bodies since they're mostly entertainers. Oh, so that means they don't have certain like modifications, I assume. Because I think one of you guys didn't one of you guys say that they can like make bullets on the fly? I don't know if that was with their body or not. No, I know that they have non-combat stuff, right? But I was wondering what combat they are capable of if forced to. Do they not receive like any combat training whatsoever? To the Ark I go. Soon after the Ark. This is how I actually became a streamer.
ここまで来るのに本当に死ぬかと思ったよ。やっぱり地上は甘くないよね。ということで、地上奪還のためにいつも努力している指揮官のお兄ちゃんとその仲間たち、ありがとう。
Are you jumping straight into chapter 16? Is there something I should do beforehand? Or no? No problem. This handsome Stikan has got you.
よし、じゃあ本題に戻って。みんな、私たちが地上でどんな特別な宝物を持ってきたか気になって喉からチップが出るほどでしょう。
Cafe Sweeties are top tier squad apparently. Sugar, Frima, and Milk are their equal to Mattis in absolute. Oh! Is that the squad that I thought was the maid squad, but they're not the maid squad? Marin's that's right. I can see after this.
この瞬間をみんなと共有したくてわざと互いに持ってきたものを見せなかったのよ。でもついに待ちに待ったオープンの時が来たよ。
She was like a white elephant.
私ドラヤンのタレントから。続いてイケメン指揮官のお兄ちゃんとカウンターズが宝物をオープンするね。じゃあドラから始めてみよっか。
私は重さを考慮してデータチップを優先的に持ってきた。
Sorry, I'm super tired. Underworld queens are also strong. Those are the ones that do like the crime business, right? When we heard from Arc Ranger event, combat bodies, training, and equipment can be provided relatively easy if Mustang wants. Oh, so he just says, oh, don't do it. Or you can if you want. I did eat. I made myself a salad.
そして虫に食われたリンゴのマークがある電子機器も一つ。なんとなく目がいった。電子機器の事業者だからかな。
うちは主にガッテシアムを持ってきたで。ガッテシアムはどんな製品にも使える素材やんか。だから新商品の開発にも使えると思ったんや。ちなみにルピーが持ってきたのは第一次進行期の前に作られた限定品のブランドバッグと同じ時期に作られたブランド時計よ。多分ロイヤルロードのオークションにかけたらすごい金額になるよ。じゃあ続いて最近人気急上昇中の地上奪還
I'm scared of what garbage Amaya brought back. I'm sure there will probably be one important thing, one important plot related thing, right?
私は正直よくわからなくてラプチャーコアをいくつか拾ってきたの。研究所にいい値段で売れるよねこれ。残念だけどこれただの鉄の玉じゃないの？何？ラプチャーコアだとこう動力源とかもあるし固有のパターンも刻まれているのに。
I'm surprised Anis doesn't know this, considering she has to break raptor cores now.
この子には何もないじゃん。じゃあ私のはなんと結婚式で打ち上げるハイテクノロジーの超小型ロケットです。
Is that just a...
心から愛するカップルが結ばれる時のみ使える。
Oh my god.
すごく特別でロマンチックな。
That's fireworks? Oh my god.
まさにそんな名前です。
ではラピは？
実は私もデータチップを持ってきたけど戦闘中になくしてしまったみたいね。
Did you? Did you lose them? Mine is very important knowledge about the Arc AI.
なんやこいつ。金持ちになる気はあるんかいな。
It's not their fault, they're stupid.
おい、いくら護衛担当だとは言っても。
I mean, that's 50% of the job.
地上に何しに行ったんだ？
What do you mean? Okay. You wouldn't have even been able to do it if not for us.
じゃあチャンネル登録と高評価、いいねを忘れないで。こいつらに半分は多すぎるんちゃう？
Speaking of which, if you're new and you're watching now, remember to follow me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Here, if that wasn't persuasive enough, she can tell you.
じゃあチャンネル登録と高評価、いいねを忘れないで。
You're welcome. There you go.
次の放送も絶対見てね。なあ、口があるならなんとか言って。
I mean... Okay, let's do this meme on Bubba. I don't have the appreciation for Is he here? We're gonna see the side story. Oh. Did I have to go here anyway? Oh shit.
ミシリスのシュエン代表がこの後9時に重大な発表をすることを明かしました。
記者の皆さん、そしてアーク市民の皆さん、元気？最近ミシリスについていろいろと余計な心配かけたと思うけど、例えば総力戦に参加しなかったのはラプチャーと内通したからだとか、ミシリスがわざとメティスの侵食を放置しているとか。
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not quite sure what the public perception of Shuen is. I imagine that Mustangs is probably pretty similar, but I don't know how Shuen is perceived to the general, like according to the general populace.
まあ不安な気持ちもわかるよ。命令を聞かないニケの前で人間は無力な欲の塊に過ぎないから。だから今回は特別に気が立っている市民の皆さんのために侵食されてたメティスが完全に復活したことを公表するわ。みんな出てきて。市民たちよ。
When Mustang rank high, most entertainment content is handled by Tetra. Well, rather than the ranking, I was more just thinking about the impression the public have of them. Like, we know that Shuen's like a brat, right? But like, does the public know her like that? Oh, she was so fucking tiny, I didn't even see her behind Mattis.
これまでヒーローの不在で怖がっていたのなら、もう安心していい。私の輝く正義は侵食なんかに負けない。地上を奪還するその瞬間まで永遠不滅なり。
その通りだ。もともとヒーローは倒しても倒してもゴキブリのように戻ってくるのだから。
二人で言う内容を統一してくれない？
Can you tell me a little? Press conference begins to get noisy.
メティスです。メティスが復活しました。ついにシュエン社長が記憶消去を求める市民たちの要求を聞いたのでしょうか？
そんなわけないでしょ。あれは記憶消去なしで復活させたの。
Sorry, I hurt my finger.
納得できないよね。わかるわ。これまではニケがラプチャーに侵食されると3時間以内に記憶を消去して拡散を防ぐしかなかったから。それは会社にはもちろんアーク全体から見ても膨大な損害だったの。これまでニケが築いてきた情報を、ノウハウを、直感と知恵を、侵食なんかのウイルスを退治するために全部なくしてしまうなんてもったいないでしょ。しかしそれはもう昔の話よ。今回我々ミシリスの研究チームが開発した独自の技術、アンチェインド。これさえあれば我々人類はやっとニケを侵食にも屈しない最強の兵器に作り上げることができるんだから。
I wonder if this is actually a permanent proper fix or if this is just temporary for a showing so that stock prices can rise so they can afford the research, like to continue research. And like assuage public opinion. Look, that's really heckin' fast. She's seen as a genius, but they also look down on her since the previous CEOs were seen as more competent. Oh, so basically, the actual business side and like public relations are terrible bad.
昨日のミシリスの記者会見見ました？
I saw it.
じゃあこの記事を読んでみて。
And it sends me the tablet. There's a huge headline with Shuen's picture. Mattis, the heroes rise from the ashes after a fall from grace. Missiles' unique technology. What exactly is Vapus? Scroll down and read the article. Conventional corruption treatments have... Conventional corruption treatments have been performed in somewhat reckless fashion, resulting in a complete reset of the Nikke's entire brain. However, this newly developed Vapus technology safely removes only the corrupted parts of the brain. Nikke can return to normal without any side effects such as memory loss or deterioration of function. Scroll down further to see another headline. Miss Alyssa's shares skyrocket, now ranked #1 amongst the big three. President Chuan, there is no problem in this world that cannot be solved with the technology.
ありえないでしょ。アンチェインドが自分たちの独自技術だという冗談はさておいて。
So, actually, I don't know if I've asked this, but our CEOs, it didn't really occur to me before. Are CEOs like inherited positions? Like from your family or what? Hold on, I'm gonna go to the washroom. BRB. I'm back. Yeah. I forgot why this fucking start playing. My bad. I forgot that I didn't hide it. It just stopped playing. Oopsie.
なんでアンチェインドがあのクソガキの手に渡ったのよ。
I have an idea how. I do?
どういうことですか？
Yeah, when we got our ass beat.
理解しました。前回の総力戦で指揮官がマリアン。
To be fair, there were a lot.
モダニアをアンチェインドで撃った時、モダニアは弾丸をそのまま吐き出し、私たちは焦土化されていたので、それを回収する暇がありませんでした。きっと主演はその乱戦の際に弾丸を持っていった。
What's up, Skizzer? How are you? Hi, DJ. Actually, I will say that one thing I do think they do quite well in Nikke is the continuity of things. They don't usually leave too many questions unanswered, you know, because I'm sure people during that would have been like, yo, what happened to the bullet? And they address it pretty quickly afterwards.
ということになりますね。本当に卑劣ですね。
I'm just tired.
同感よ。でも全否定は難しいのも事実。とにかく主演はあのアンチェインドでメティスをまともに復活させたし、私たちもおかげで希望が持てる。
I really have to wonder if this is a permanent solution or if this is just temporary and she hasn't actually, you know what I mean? Like, it was such a brief appearance and it was so fast after that. I don't know. Something feels off. Maybe it's just me being paranoid.
私も頭では理解できるんだけどさ。でもあのアンチェインド弾丸は私たちのものだったでしょ。私たちが死ぬほど苦労して手に入れたのよ。それを主演に盗まれて黙っているのはちょっと。そうですよ。悔しいです。私も黙っているとは言ってないわ。指揮官、アンチェインドをこのまま主演の手元に置いておくか、それともどんな手を使ってでも取り戻すか、最終的な決定は指揮官がしてください。
It's one commander per squad, right? Yo, that's mine. Take it back. Side story. This is the one you're talking about, right? Oh, yo, how am I supposed to read this? Prequel, Eden's Spear, Pretty Star, Wordless, second section. Is the Marion side story here? So, bruh. Say things that make sense. Second affection? Yes, I did do chapter 14. Yay! Part 1. Ah! Long. Oh, I see. So this is after we... Oh, his voice, thank God. We handed off Marion to the heckin' the pilgrim. Can you actually scan this QR code, by the way? Has anyone tried? I kinda wanna try. Let me see. No. My heckin' phone. It doesn't work. You can? What does it lead to? The Nikke website? You can? Really? What is it? I'm trying to scan and it's not working on my phone. Aw, heck. Oh. I can do it. It goes nowhere? Ah, just like me.
スノーホワイト、大丈夫かい?
Why do they always have them breathing so heavily?
大丈夫。問題ない。全くそうは見えませんが。
You know how Nikke has unions, right? I got recruited by a top 100 union a few days ago. Nice! Congrats! I don't know how good that is. I assume it's good, but I'm happy for you, bro.
見えるものが全てではない。
たわけたことを。
変わりましょうか。ここまでずっとマリアンを背負っていますよね。
君も限界まで武装をしている。
あ
お嬢ちゃんがどれほどの重さかは知らぬが、軽くはなかろう。
ああ、重い。
ですから交代しましょう。
Did she tucker herself out?
ぐっすり眠っているようだ。
正確には気絶しているのでしょうね。私が背負います。スノーホワイトは休んでください。
あまり自分を責めるでない。お嬢ちゃんがこうなったのは
Ashley really likes
君のせい
Scarlet.
ではないのだよ。
私のせいだ。
I like the heavy breathing. I'm shocked.
わかった。そういうことにしておこう。それなら私たちと荷物を分かち合おう。
心の荷物も背中の荷物もですね。
意地を張るでない。仲間であろう。
さあ早くこちらに渡してください。こう見えても何かを背負うことには自信があります。
It's such a specific thing to be good at. I'm actually one thing, fuck, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. It's something about pilgrims. Well, anyways, I am wondering about like I guess the fairy tale names and what they mean for the pilgrims. Huh? Okay. Oh, I remember what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask how you're supposed to know that you have to do these stories here. Like, do you get a prompt? Because I didn't get anything. If you guys didn't tell me, I wouldn't know to do
な
this.
るほど。他人の病を見る立場上か。
それもありますが、以前鹿を。
鹿？
Deer.
何でもありません。さ
Girl,
あ
were you hunting
早
or
くこち
something?
らへ。
わかった。頼む。
Snowlight carefully hands over Marion, whom she had been carrying to Rapunzel.
腕をまとめて肩に背負うように
That's the fun part you don't? Oh, great. It's okay, that's why I have you guys, right?
おお、様になっているではないか。
そうでしょう。では出発しましょうか。
Good evening, Amaya. I just got back from eating steak well done. I ordered rare, so it was cooked well to rare, is what you're saying. Rapunzel starts to walk off. Marion's feet drag on the ground.
足が引きずられておるぞ。
移動には問題ない。
まあ、それはそうであろうが。
勝利に酔いしれる暇はない。すぐに次の場所へ移動する。
お目覚めですか？あれ、ここは。
Marion squirms frantically and Rapunzel staggers as she attempts to restrain her. I don't... Okay, I always thought it was like an exaggeration when people wake up and they don't know where they are and they're terrified. But actually, for me, I'm actually quite a light sleeper, if you could not tell. So if someone opens my door, I startle awake and I like basically like almost jump out of bed. And I like... I don't know why, but I think it's because my nervous system is constantly on high alert. But I just completely panic. It's not very explicitly probe around the UI. It shows up in the storyline as well. Oh, does it? Dude, I want kettle chips. Ah, that's what I should have gotten. I need Miss Vicky's.
わかりました。下ろしますから動かないでくださいね。
High survival instinct? More like I'm traumatized as fuck.
ちを。そんなに動いたら私のデリケートな部分が。
どの肉が好きですか？Anis? Anis? Emma? Yan. I think those are my top 3 right now. Is there anyone I like more? Who else have I liked, chat? Tell me who I like. I don't remember. Cape Cod kettle chips? What are Cape Cod kettle chips? Oh, I assume that's a specific brand from Cape Cod. Kettle chips. I don't think we have... Oh, actually, what? Wait, this is Canadian? Campbell Company of Canada. Is Campbell's fucking Canadian? Really? Campbell. Is Campbell's Canadian? No, why does it say this then? Oh! Campbell's is an American company while the Campbell Company of Canada operates a corporate headquarters in Mississauga, Ontario. Mississauga is like the sister city of Toronto, by the way. The manufacturing status has been shifted. Are these 2 different companies or... I'm so confused. No, but they were asking about Nikke specifically. Shikikan and Anderson are not Nikke. At least. Maybe there are some like male prototype Nikke and that's the closest they got and they aren't actually Nikke. But they have maybe similar composition in some capacity, but they aren't Nikke. Well, it's Campbell Company of Canada then. Is this just like the... I guess this is just a Canadian headquarters? Not actually... Why does it say that? That's false advertisement. Anyways, I've never seen these chips before. Here we just have Miss Vicky's for the most part. $5 for 320 grams of chips? Ah! Disgusting. Honestly, I saw a business Costco the other day. I should have went in there and just grabbed kettle chips. It would take me at least several years to finish. It took me a year to build or to consume a bag of chips. I'm not kidding. I bought like a family-sized bag of dill pickle chips and it took me a year. They weren't the most amazing chips, granted, but still. You can see the other codes on Snow White's wiki. Wait, what do you mean codes? You mean for the... Oh, for the barcodes? Or the... Fuck, what are they called? QR codes. There we go. Man, I wish I could remember my hunger. I can't. Oh, does she not like... touch her? Oh. Okay, darkness. Rapunzel collapses to the ground in a heap. There's no way they were still good? They were still good. The smaller bags are not cost efficient though. It feels like shit. You know, when I went to the gym the other day, it was like $3 for a candy bar and it was like $3.50 for a bag of chips. Anyways, I bought them because I wanted them at the time. I really wanted them. And I was like, you know what? I've earned it. Because I spent 20 minutes at that vending machine in front of everybody in the lobby of the gym trying to get it because it's stupid. It's really stupid, dude. I don't know why it was so complicated to use a fucking vending machine. But it was like not reading my card. And it turned out that the order you had to do it in was wrong. I don't know why it was like that.
それはできぬ。行きます。行かせぬ。指揮官、指揮官、どこですか？ラピ、アニス、ネオ、どこですか？本当に。
Everything I hear is Vian. She's always amazing.
私を捨てたんですか？そうですよね。指揮官。
あいつはここにいない。いるのは 私たちとお前だけだ。
In a very, like, on a very serious note, I can only imagine how terrifying it is to be in this situation, how incredibly lonely it is. That you're with people that you have barely spoken to, you don't really know anything about, and you were just put into their care, and you don't exactly understand why or how this came about, you know? Especially since Marion just, she's still like a child, right? She's been learning things quickly, but ultimately her memory was wiped.
ないです。
Amaya, if you had a throne for kettle cooked chips, I'd buy them. Thanks. I don't even know what's on my throne, to be honest. I think it's just BO. I'm kind of curious, actually. I don't really check it. I'm sorry, by the way. I've been meaning to say, like, post thank you posts about stuff, but some packages I literally haven't even opened. Let's see. I'm curious. I'm pretty sure it's just BL on there now. I don't know what else would be on there. Where is it? Is it this one? Maybe not. I always get confused as to what account it is. Da, 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 da. I mean, isn't it scary? I don't know how I would react in such a situation. I think for me, I'm very much like the type of person that... Yo, what the... Fine, text me. But I'm very much like the type of person where I kind of not quite shut down, but I become very aloof, if that makes sense. I blame my disorganized attachment style. How would you guys react in this situation? Like, you... Yeah, it's like all books. it's just book. It's just books and 90% of it's BL, like, unironically. You dissociate for sure. Honestly, fair enough. Not quite, oh well. It's more like my pride doesn't want me to show, I guess, that I'm affected to a certain capacity, if that makes sense. But I will say, there, in moments of extreme grief, you truly forget about everything around you. Like, I'm normally a very high anxiety and self-conscious person. But when my cat passed away, I did not give a shit how I looked. I did not give a shit how I like sounded. I didn't give a shit what people thought of me. Like, you're just grieving in that moment.
そっちではない。
わかってます。反対側に行こうと思ってました。
今帰れば、お前は分解されて死ぬ。
私が勝てばいいだけです。
そうか。そうかもしれないな。その代わり、あいつが死ぬだろう。あいつはどんな手段を使ってでも、お前を守ろうとするはずだ。アーク全体を敵に回してでもな。そうなれば死ぬ。
気持ちはわかる。悔しく受け入れがたいことだろう。
I'll say actually, the compassion directed at Marion is very, very sweet. You know? I feel like in a lot of scenarios like this, those that end up taking I guess whomever it is as their ward, right? A lot of the time they're fairly callous and there's maybe like one empathetic person and everyone else is like irritated by it and frustrated by the fact that this person is like acting out and grieving. So it's nice to see a more compassionate direction for it. I'm afraid of being left alone with people I already know. I know where you're going at parties. I just shake a bit and start losing myself. I think it's really hard for Marion's case when I think of, like, the more I think about it, like, she's basically just spawned into this world. I'm sure I'd be internally screaming, but also too shook to let it show. I have to process the situation. I agree. For me, it's very important that I keep my cool in situations. And I often think, like, if I was in this scenario where, like, maybe my life was at stake or whatever, would I beg for my life? Do you guys ever think about that? Like, do you ever think, hey, if I was at gunpoint, I wouldn't beg for my life. I'm too egotistical. And I really contemplate that, like, far more often than I would think.
しかし、君を私たちに預けた坊ちゃんの気持ちはどうなるんだい？
She
自
says
分
you're
に力が
master.
ないからと大切なものを送り出さねばならなかった坊ちゃんの気持ちをまずは泣きわめくより少し考えるといい。
ブラザーには時間が必要です。
Brother.
力をつけるために。ですから少しだけ待ってあげましょう。
I had to spend 3 weeks with grandparents. I barely knew them when I was about 7. I don't remember much of it, but apparently I was just very quiet and polite. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, when I was younger, I went to my cousin's home for the summer, and I think I was the only one there. I don't remember why I was the only one there now that I think about it, but I was the only one there with 2 of my younger cousins, and then my aunt, uncle, and yeah, I think that's them. That's just it. And maybe my grandmother, because she used to live with them until she kind of got kicked out because she didn't get along with her daughter-in-law. But then she moved into our house. For Rapunzel, everyone is either a brother or sister. That doesn't surprise me.
来てくれないかもしれません。あなたが知っている指揮官は嘘を言う方でしたか？いいえ、指揮官は絶対に嘘をつきません。そうですね。ですから少しだけ待ちましょう。あの方があなたを迎えに来るまで私たちが必ずお守りします。
歩け。まだ先は長い。勝利に酔いしれる暇はない。すぐに次の場所へ移動する。
I wonder if there's like some personal stake that Snow White has in regard to Marion, like some personal connection or similarity she feels is there. I'm the oldest in my family, and my parents telling me I got to meet my grandfather before he passed away, but I don't remember, which sucks. You don't realize how much of a privilege it can be to be able to know your grandparents. For me, I only ever met one. Everyone else was already dead. Because the thing is, my father and my mom had a fairly large age gap. I think it was like 13 years or something, 10, 13 years. And health on that side of the family is not great anyways. I do think that she feels responsible, and that's part of it, but I don't know if that's everything. But then my grandfather on my mom's side, I think he died of a heart attack or something. I don't know. I'm not sure.
一安心だ。ずっと泣かれていてはこちらも大変だからね。尋常ではない腕力だ。見境なく暴れでもしたら手がつけられぬ。
I'm not saying like that's why she took her in, right? I don't, but I do think that it's very possible that they'll find some similarity later, if not now.
剣を教えれば面白そうだね。
教える気ですか？
興味がないと言ったら嘘になるだろう。あれほどの体は初めて見る。
強い体が欲しいのですね。
Do you like her beating your
日々
ass?
成長する弟子の体に熱い視線を送る師匠。とうとうその体に喜びを教える時が。
I feel like I'm looking at the flagellants in the darkest dungeon.
どこに行くんですか？
安全な場所だ。
Actually, since Nikke need to, what's the word? They need to continue bodily functions in order to not go crazy. How do they go about getting, like, how do the pilgrims go about getting food and stuff to eat? Do they just eat other things and pretend they're food? Or do they manage to scavenge? But even then, it doesn't look like there's really any life, though. Hunting? But I thought that all life was gone. Including animals. Didn't we talk about this before and they said that animals were all dead? I mean, she did say deer.
安全な場
But
所に
still.
向かっている。
地上って安全な場所がないんですよね。どこに行くんですか？
ラプチャーは興味を持たない場所だ。お前はそこで過ごすことになる。あいつがお前を迎えに来るまでな。
そうですか。
Funny hearing her say
ど
Prince
れくらい
Charming.
歩くんですか？
今の速度なら徒歩で1週間かかる。
It'll cover this in the story. Oh, excellent timing then.
1週間ですか？5日もかかるんですか
1週間は
I was gonna
7
say
日だ。
7.
わかってます。あなたが知っているか確認しただけです。
私はよく知っている。確認する必要はない。
そこに行ったら何があるんですか？
行けばわかる。歩け。
はい。
手厳しいの。
そうですね。
勝利に酔いしれる暇はない。
Let's see,
す
how
ぐ
many
に
are
次
left?
の場所へ移動する。
Is it 3 more left?
あの、
Or 4 more?
すみません。
スノーホワイトだ。
それって本当の名前ですか？
要件は何だ？
日が沈みましたけど。
ああ、夜だな。ん？
夜は寝るんだって言ってました。
誰がだ？
指揮官です。
あいつは人間だ。私たちは人間ではない。寝なくても問題はない。
じゃあ、まだ歩くんですか？
そうだ。睡眠をとっていたら移動に倍以上の時間がかかる。お前も知っての通り、地上は安全ではない。まだ歩く。
はい。
スノーホワイト、今日は休みましょう。
Actually, this is making me like Snow White more. I know she's not, I guess, like, particularly saying anything of note. But I think it's like how matter of fact she is about everything. She's not warm, but like explicitly. But I feel like her even engaging and answering without being, I guess, cold about it in and of itself is warm, if that makes sense.
賛成だ。ダメだ。野営をするのはやむを得ない状況だけだ。
今がその状況です。
そんな状況か。
マリアンが辛そうです。
そう思っているだけだ。ニケは疲労しない。
I feel like characters like Snow White tend to get misinterpreted, where they're made out to be like cold and cruel and like selfish, but I personally never had that vibe of her. Like even especially when she went to give the Vapus to, or like I guess like talk about the Vapus with Shikikan. You can do it, Aleister. Otsu.
します。わかっているでしょ。
She has a softness and coldness of snow. That's an interesting way of putting it.
最初から私たちのペースには合わせられません。一方がペ
Oh,
ー
it's
ス
a
を上げ
five.
すぎれば、
Okay.
もう一方はついていくことも大変になります。ペースを上げ
These
る
three
と
were all
もう
pilgrims.
一方が大変。やめてほしいと懇願して、これ以上はダメですと上気した顔で。
Me too,
ちょうどお
Scarlet.
場がある。そこで休もうではないか。
I really like Scarlet's voice.
君、休息を甘く見てはならんよ。 私たちは地上に慣れているから別だが、普通のお嬢ちゃんたちなら休まない方が危険だ。
I wonder if pilgrims have less of, like, it's not as easy for them to get like mind broken. What is it called again? When they don't like do enough human bodily functions and then they crash out. I don't remember the specific term for it. Mind switch, yes, thank you. The alcoholic Nikke? Dude, if I was richer, I'd be an alcoholic. I'd follow in my father's footsteps.
思考転換を起こすかもしれぬ。わからないとは言うまい。
Oh! Okay, well, I guess it's somewhat of a tolerance thing that you build up then, from what she's saying. Because she's implying that otherwise they would have. You of all people should know that. Did they have to bring her back from the brink? Or from actually a mind switch?
わかった。私の戦力だ。
Okay, you know what? I do feel as though mind switching is a concept that can probably be completely negated theoretically based off of your mentality. Because if they can adapt to a point where they can do things that would not normally be feasible for humans and not mind switch, that means like you're building a tolerance for it, right? It's all about your perspective as normal. If you don't feel that you are human, then you won't feel the need to pretend to be human. So I guess in a sense, like as you lose your humanity, mind switching becomes less and less possible. If that makes sense? I don't know if that I explained it well.
休んでいこう。
マリア、大丈夫ですか？いいえ。少し休みましょう。ね。はい。もうひと頑張りですから。
She's so cute. I admire people who can honestly say they're not okay.
すぐに次の場所へ移動する。
あれ？Make sure you didn't do this one.
お布団は野営なので申し訳ないですが、地面に横になるしかありません。
Believing you're something other than human is even more dangerous? Oh, I don't disagree. When you lose that association and the mentality of being human, you inherently lose a part of yourself that I don't think you can get back. I've said this before, but when you do something that is absolutely reprehensible, right? Cruel, beyond measure, it's described as inhumane. There's a certain inherent capacity and morality that is projected onto humans as a whole and like a standard, you know? And once you do away with that, like nothing's holding you back. Like being human is not just like a state, it's not just what you physically are, right? It's a set of limitations and boundaries that you kind of subconsciously adhere to and to an extent choose to adhere to. Yeah, exactly. The whole man separates separate man from beast argument.
大丈夫です。なくても寝られます。
お腹は減っていないかい？減った。君ではない。どうせ君はいつもすきっ腹であろう。
Is she drooling? She's fucking drooling, dude. I thought I was just imagining at first. No, she's actually drooling. You'd expect that some of them accept they're no longer human and embrace being, in a sense, superhuman. No, that's what I would think. It's not necessary. There's a distinguishment between being human versus being a person. You know? And sometimes, if you do enough mental gymnastics, right? You can accept that you're not human, but you are a person. and your person has similar but different capacities.
マリアン、腹は減っていないかい？
Honey, Amaya, I've been binging through your Nikke playthrough for a week or two now. Glad to see you're enjoying the game. Hey, I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it, Kasky. How far are you caught up on the playthrough?
大丈夫です。
No, I'm fine. Fine. Have you seen the treat? No treat video? That's basically snow. Oh, I was just watching an iteration of that yesterday where it's like, hey dude, you can't say that. You have to spell it. You're telling me he doesn't know how to spell treat. Treat? No. Oh. That one? Are you talking about that one?
腹の虫は正直だな。近くに小川があったはずだ。
Treat? No. We were talking about taxes. Oh.
運が良ければ川魚が少しは釣れるやもしれね。
She's so excited.
って何ですか？
Someone made that for Snow? I want to see this.
気になるかい？
I want a treat. Then be a good boy and maybe you'll get one. You're up to chapter 11. Also, you're not too far behind.
はい。
それならついてくるといい。隣で話し相手にでもなっておくれ。
On another note, I find it there are so many things that we take for granted in our day-to-day, you know? Like, I realize, like, in this conversation, later Helmus, it doesn't really occur to you that there are some people who have no idea what certain things that we see every day in our life are. And it's kind of a bit of an eye-opener, if that makes sense. Like, imagine if we went to another planet. How many things there would be completely alien to us that are someone's entire world on the like on a regular basis? I can only imagine the level of like culture shock and whiplash you'll experience. Nearby stream. Oh, that's a beautiful background.
それは何をしてるんですか？
How? Okay.
この釣り竿という道具を使って水の中にいる魚を釣るの。
Oh, she's using that. Okay.
嘘をつかないでください。魚は冷蔵庫から出てくるんです。
That fair enough. They do come from the refrigerator sometimes. Actually, there's fish downstairs and they had salmon the other day. The air, the gravity, the magnetosphere. Sorry, I just hear Magneto in my head all the time. Hi, Quins. That's true. That's something I think about too. What the sky looks like to everybody else. You know, it looks blue to us. But how many planets are there where people theoretically live and their version of daytime looks entirely different from ours? They could never have the whole world there because Amaya's on Earth? How do you know? Where's your proof?
まあ、世の中魚もいろいろということだよ。
美味しいですか？
アークのものとは比べ物にならぬくらいに。
That's true, actually. Now that I think about it, I wonder, that would be true luxury to have surface food. I wonder if it's really... How do I say this? It's simulated tastes, right? And if it's simulated tastes, then... Actually, they taste like nothing. How do they get the flavor again? Are you broadcasting something from Mars? No. I'm from Venus. Don't you know? What's that thingy? Boys are from Mars, girls are from Venus. If other planets have their own Amaya, it feels like it cheapens being being curious in the universe. Well, no, I could just be there and not here. I appreciate Scarlett's not dismissing the frigid fish or the fridge fish outright. I felt the same way. There's a squad called Cooking Oil, but their only job is developing flavors. Is this a Tetra squad?
じゃあ魚はいつ出てきますか？
Oh, but anyways, what I was saying basically is what's it called, the Splenda meal or whatever? I don't remember. But the artificial food on the Ark is simulated taste, so it's basically what people think it tastes like. Especially the longer time goes on, the more distorted that taste becomes. So when she says that it truly can't compare to whatever she eats on the Ark, she, like, that's not an exaggeration at all, in my opinion. Right? Because especially since the Ark is like at least 100 years old, most things don't stay the same.
待ちたまえ。せいてはことをしそんじるというものだ。君、そう悲しまないでおくれ。
だって悲しいんです。
いいこともあれば悪いこともある。それが世の常という
Her
もの。
voice is so gentle.
いいことばかりとはいかぬのだよ。アークで坊ちゃんと過ごしていた時はどうだったかね。
楽しかったです。
そうか。いい日々だったのであろう。しかし、これから悲しい日が続く。それだけのことに過ぎぬ。
いい日はいつ来るんですか？
それは君次第さ。
Can I be honest with you guys? I didn't care that much about Marion before. I don't know if this is like a common consensus, but I find that this Marion that I'm seeing right here, that is more that's more vulnerable and childish, and I guess not necessarily human, although that too, but I prefer this one to the other Marions I've seen. I find the whole infantilization thing a bit creepy. I get what you're saying, and I don't blame you, but I think for me, it's because these feel like very raw desires. You know, like untainted desires. Because she's had a memory wipe and she's learning things from scratch, right? This is pure simplicity. And to me, that pure simplicity is okay, but to be fair, that's like the fandom. That's not necessarily this, you know? If you were to take it completely out of like I guess like a lens under the fandom, in my opinion, it's very how do I describe this? I'm not gonna say it isn't childlike, because it is. Like, that's, I feel like that's inherently kind of like how it is. But I just find people that can purely express how they feel to be charming, you know? And it's something that I personally, how do I put this? I'm trying to, I guess, understand and explain what it is that I enjoy about it. Because this trope does not work for everybody. Like, straight up, this does not work for everybody. Some people are insufferable with this. But I think it's also because I like it because it's sad. You know? To see someone so desperate and I guess someone with such longing, and this is all they know. That's what it is. It's that they're effectively reborn and this is all they know and this is all they have and they're already grieving it. And that's an aspect I heavily enjoy of this. I don't know if that makes any sense. Also, hi, Odi.
うまく生きていくコツを教えよう。いいことだけを考えたまえ。そうすれば、いい日はより長く続き、悲しい日は早く消え去る。
I think it also is helped by the fact that I like the Pilgrims. Well, I don't really care about Rapunzel, but I really like Scarlet and I like Snow White. If you're wondering, I do like Scarlet more than Snow White. But the way she gives these lessons, it doesn't necessarily feel like she's necessarily talking to a child. Like, you can interpret it as such, right? But the way she's talking to her, I think because of the context of Nikke and how little is known about the surface, it's more like someone who's learning a different way of life rather than someone who's learning how to live life for the first time. But it's also both for her, you know?
これからは良いことだけを考えて、そのための努力だけをすれば、今日の悲しみなど、いずれ雨の中の塵のようにすっかり洗い流されるはずだ。
It is good life advice in general.
指揮官のことだけを考えればいいんですか？
それも方法の一つだ。坊ちゃんとまた会える日を想像するといい。それだけでも楽しいだろ？
楽しいです。
そうだ。そのことだけを考えるのだ。
God, Scarlett's voice actor is so fucking good. The, like, mature warmth that she conveys with her voice is amazing. Like,
楽しいです。
I'm not with this one.
それだけでも楽しいだろ？
She really sounds like a mentor when she speaks to her, you know? Yeah, I'm sure Rapunzel gets better. It's just right now I don't really give a shit. I'm like, what line was it here too?
そう悲しまないでおくれ。
Like, the gentleness in her voice, like, she sounds exactly like she knows how to empathize with her, you know? Like, it's not just the warmth of someone being kind to someone who's suffering, it's the warmth of letting that person grieve, you know? It's like someone, I guess, kind of quietly standing beside you while you cry your eyes out
それを力に変えて生き
and
ていく
understanding that you need to do it. That's how it feels to me.
生き方が大きく変わるだろう。グレン。
グレンはどんないいことを考えてるんですか？
私かい？
I think of cutting the queen's throat.
美しい自然のことを。
どうしてそれがいいことなんですか？
How wonderful it would feel to slash the throat of the one responsible for making the world what it has become. That's who Modernia was mentioning, right?
見ているだけで楽しいだろう？飽きが来ないのだよ。
I feel like a lot of the characters grow on a person more with every line. I can definitely agree with that. I think one thing I like about the writing for Nikke is they don't push you to like characters. You know? The way they present characters, it's like, this is who they are, and these are the cool aspects of them, and here are the shitty aspects, and if you like them, you like them. Right? I've talked about this before, but I fucking hate Anohana. I hate Anohana with a passion. Maybe I'd feel differently if I watched it now, but I could not make it through one episode of Anohana because everyone acted like Mema was like this fucking god in their lives. And I'm not saying that you can't have a childhood friend that saves you from your misery, and that's a memory that you hold on to and keep pushing yourself with in your entire life because your life is that garbo. I'm not saying that isn't impossible, or that is impossible, but it's just like, it felt like every single scene in Anohana was trying to make me like Memma, and that pissed me off. I hate when that happens. It's like, oh, she's so special, she's so cool, she's so blah, 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 all the time. I hate that in my books too. When they show all this and then they don't have any like justification for it.
何でも知ろうとするでない。すべて知ってしまったら、つ
Dang
ま
it,
ら
I'm out of water. Double, did you get a fish? Oh, looks like you did. There's a small burst of activity in the stream, and Scarlet's fishing rod bends. Attached to the end of the fishing line is a fish the length of her forearm. I'm not gonna lie, the first person from Scarlet was a little surprising, but I didn't dislike it. Calling out Anohana and your lie in April is correct and proper. Okay, I actually liked your lie in April. I really liked your lie in April. I will say, I think what I liked about your lie in April is it was something he actually did, you know? It was mutual inspiration of artists and mutual healing. I don't feel like it was I guess as falsely worshipping compared to like Anohana. Well, in all fairness, I didn't finish Anohana, although I've listened to Secret Base a number of times.
これが魚さ。実際に見てどうだい？
すごく面白い顔ですね。
素直な感想だね。
Epino? Who's Epino? Is that how you say it? I want to see who they look like. Epino. Yeah, I see why they have fans.
これが魚ですか？これを食べるんですか？
素直な感想だね。そうだ。このまま食べるわけではないがね。調理してからだ。
I don't even remember what happened in your line, April. Pain. That's what happened.
何でもありません。
さあ、こっちに座っておくれ。初めてではうまくいかぬかもしれぬが。
Even you went Epiho? I didn't encounter them. No? I don't even think I've been introduced to them. Have I? No way!
自分で釣ってみるといい。
I think part of it too is like, even though Marion's like very blatantly acting kind of like childish, right? And this is like childlike demeanor. It's not something exclusive to this. It's about discovering an entirely different world. If that makes sense. Like, even if this was like a different Nikke, like Anis or something, I'm sure she'd have a similar reaction to this. You know, even she'd probably say something like, I know I've heard of things like this, but seeing it in person is totally different. You know? That's the point. Epinel is literally a character who got added to the game and has done nothing ever. I wasn't supposed to have encountered them, though, right? In the story so far? Oh, I'm done. I thought it was 5 in this one. Am I cray-cray? How do you do this one? That said, I think I'm probably gonna call it here for now, and then we'll continue the rest next week or something. Nothing. One of the launch characters. She's launched? Wow. Round 1 for the new alien stage for zombie stage is at 2.2 million views. That's crazy. No. That's crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna go here so nobody raids me. It'll probably, just in case. I have trauma. I'm still here, just less so right now. Less of a person at the moment. Less. Oh, I never get to read Kana. Let me read Kana. Dude, I'm so excited to play Silver Palace when it comes out. Although I'm sad I haven't gone to play Where Winds Meet much. Unfortunately. Kana, say hi, give her some love. Hopefully she's not ending too soon. What the heck? Nani? Nani. Why is it not showing that she's live on Twitch? That's so weird. Okay, well, anyways. Reminder, if you enjoyed the stream, please feel free to follow, subscribe, check out my recent videos. Comment on those, blah 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 blah. because it helps me out. So, anyways, good night. Let me say thank you, and then I will do my raid. And then, oh, actually, I'll see you guys tonight for another stream. Where is it? Thank you very much, Halness. Thank you, Sprime. Thank you, Sully. Thank you, Goku. Thank you, Sorano. Thank you, Pigeon. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Waverly. Thank you, Mike Flair. Thank you, Hiko. Thank you, Puffy. Thank you, Nori. Thank you, Axie. Thank you, Bomb. Thank you, me. Thank you, Aki. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Sona. And thank you, Mac. Good night, guys. I'll see you in a couple hours. Bye.